Hello Internet and YouTube, my name is Simon Miller, and as you've seen from the title, yes, today we are going to review The Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Now I know a few opinions and critiques already out there, and I'm not going to lie, I've been quite surprised, because when it comes to The Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I don't know why it's got any decent reviews at all. I mean, The Shadow of the Tomb Raider is fine, but has it done anything to actually stand out against anything else? I don't think that it has, and to be honest, I'm absolutely baffled. Let's look at why. So we'll start with Lara Croft here, who's underwater, and obviously, you know, she's walking through a tomb. We've got some crazy voodoo skull things hanging from the ceiling, and you can notice a bit of reflection on the water, and off to the left there is a little bit of shadowing. And the shadowing is okay. I mean, it's done a good job. It looks as realistic as games kind of can look in 2018. But, you know, given that we're reviewing, The Shadow of the Tomb Raider here, we have to focus on Lara herself. And to be honest, I can't really see much shadowing at all. I mean, she's got some kind of walkie-talkie attached to her. That looks like it's submerged in the water, not the smartest thing in the world. Hopefully, Lara's gone for a model that is waterproof, otherwise that's not going to work, so if she gets in trouble. There's some rope wrapped around that as well, always smart when you go tomb raiding. And she's rolled up her sleeves because she knows she's about to get down and dirty. But yeah, the shadowing here, not ideal, not again, not the best that I've seen. Probably, 5 out of 10. It's average. It's average shadowing. Which moves us on to a closer image of Lara Croft. She has her hair tied up here, it seems, wearing some kind of device there on the right. Not sure what that is. She's got a necklace on. Appears to be hanging out under a sewer, which is strange. And again, you can see the good shadowing over the right side of her shoulder. That is exactly what would be shadowed, given that the weird sewer thing we just mentioned would be covering some of the sun. But again, I mean, it's okay. It's nothing to write home about, and I expected more. I expected the Shadow of the Tomb Raider to just be a bit more exciting than this, make me want to play the game. It doesn't make me want to play the game. If it doesn't make me want to play the game, then I have to say, maybe Square Enix has gone a little bit wrong somewhere. Nice open shot here now. You always get that in Tomb Raider games, and Lara's got a friend here. I'm going to call him Percy, for lack of a better term. And I think this is where we can see the Shadow of the Tomb Raider does do a bit of a better job, because not only does Percy have some good shadowing from that sun off into the horizon, but Lara Croft herself probably has the perfect shadow that she could ask for. It's coming from behind her feet, as you would expect. Everything else looks lovely. This is the kind of stuff I expected when looking at the Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and it's just a shame that this can't hold up throughout the entire game itself. Another one here with Lara staring down some ruins. She's changed, seems to be in local garb to try and mix in with the residents, I would imagine. And again, the problem here is, I guess the sun is just too much, because I can't even see the Shadow of the Tomb Raider here. It's just all covered, again, by the trees and the surrounding environment, and that sucks. There's a little bit of shadowing on this rock here off to the right, and I'm sure if you got in closer, the citizens that you can see in the distance, I'm sure they would have shadowing. But the Tomb Raider shadow, I've got to say it's poor, and at this juncture, I'm kind of heading towards like a 4 out of 10, maybe still a 5, maybe it's still average, but I'm certainly disappointed. And this artwork has done the rounds too. A lot of people have seen this image, and now I feel like it's a tease. It was shared before the game was released, and look at the shadow on the Tomb Raider there. It looks fantastic. It's rippling in the water, because that's what water does to shadows. We're not getting the specific details, because you can't, because there's like a murkiness to the atmosphere, and I honestly believe that Square Enix put this out there to, come up with an unfair impression of the game. I would say this is downgrading at its worst. This is the kind of shadows we expected in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. We didn't get it. No one is making enough fuss. Everybody is just ignoring the fact that we were expecting shadows like this, and we didn't get it. It's pathetic. Video games in 2018 are a joke, and I, for one, am going to go on Twitter, and I'm going to demand redemption. And a refund. Definitely want a refund. So there you go. You have it. Straight in your face. The Shadow of the Tomb Raider, to me, is just the shadow that you'd expect. I mean, there's some shadowing on the box, and there's some shadowing when you play the game, and there's some shadowing in some of the artwork. But what's that got to do with anything? And why are people even reviewing? Why is it even called the Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Makes no sense. But that's life for you. That's life in 2018. What do you got to do? Just shrug your shoulders and go, it. Now, please do head on over to patreon.com/Simon316, because it is there where all these videos get their support. There's a link in the bio and a box you can click on the screen right now. Like, share, and subscribe. And do remember that I'm an idiot, and I made this video because of that. If you got confused by I went, it's serious, you're a darn fool.